welcome to another episode of the Mission TV show. This is a special episode where we're recording here at the OCI Leadership Training Retreat in Cohutta Springs, Georgia. And this is an event where a lot of the ministries that are connected with OCI come together, and the leaders have these training and they have fellowship and they get together and they talk. And these are people that are actually on the front line initiating new outreach programs for God. And we're here because we want to meet some of these people and introduce them to you. And with me today is a very special guest from the other side of the world, Nigel Narelle Torrens from Australia.
Good morning.
And we here in America have a special regard and love for our brothers and sisters in Australia.
Thank you.
So it's good to meet you guys.
Yes, and it's great to be here.
Now you've got a lot of slides, and so we want to kind of get into that. But we want to see, first of all, where you guys are located in Australia.
Okay, we're located pretty well 3/4 of the way down at a place called Sydney. We're about an hour and a half south of Sydney.
Okay, so near Canberra?
Yes, in between Canberra, which is our capital state, which is where our parliament is based in Canberra.
Okay.
And we're situated about halfway in between Canberra and Sydney.
Okay.
Which is where a lot of our lifestyle guests come from.
Okay, from both places?
From both places. They're major cities.
Okay, so what ministry are you doing there?
Okay, we're actually in the health and lifestyle ministry.
Okay.
Reaching people through lifestyle and health issues. Australia being a Western country, we have a lot of diet issues, a lot of diabetes because of the diet, heart disease,
lack of exercise.
Lack of exercise. We're just so caught up in the busy realm of life.
Right.
We just don't have time to exercise, to eat right.
Right.
A lot of stress, things like that. Depression, substances such as tobacco, alcohol, drugs, and we can reach a lot of these type of people if they're willing to come.
So then show us some of the pictures of the place that you have there.
Okay, this is our front entrance.
Beautiful.
At Cedar Vale. It's nestled in 150 acres of rainforest.
Wow.
On the escarpment of Kangaroo Valley.
Wow.
And it's a beautiful place. It really is.
Wow.
Most of Australia is very dry and arid. It's one of the driest continents on Earth. We are very blessed at Cedar Vale to have an abundance of water. Very much so. And our mission at Cedar Vale is about restoring health to people, giving them a sense of purpose. Why are they here in this life? Giving them a sense of belonging in life, and hopefully we can give them a small glimpse of Jesus Christ as well.
Through the practical
while they're there.
Yeah.
Yes, it's about using God's principles of healing and healthy living by good food, by God's word, by exercise, natural remedies, and God has given us good water too. It's about changing lives. A lot of our guests who come to Cedar Vale come because they are under stress, or they're wanting to give up substances, or they have a health issue that they're struggling with. And 9 times out of 10 we can change their lives.
That's great.
Praise to God.
So you had a 90% success rate.
Yes.
That's high.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is your
This is our lodge.
Okay.
We have 6 rooms, 6 guest rooms. It's a home-like environment.
Yeah.
The spirit of prophecy tells us that we're to have home-like environments with these institutions, and we're very blessed to have a beautiful lodge.
Yeah.
I'll give you a very short history lesson
Okay.
in how Cedar Vale started. There was a gentleman by the name of Jeff Richardson, an Adventist man. He and his wife actually purchased the property back in 1960s for he and his family to vacate there on holidays, things like that. And Jeff and his wife had a passion for young people. And they used to take young people down there and show them different things, a lot of hands-on type activities. Jeff was a builder, he was an architect, plus many other things to add to his strings. And there's an orchard on the property, and he used to get the young people involved in that type of thing. But it got too big for Jeff and his wife. So out of that, they started a board, which is now governed, or a board governs Cedar Vale.
Okay.
And out of that, they chose to go down the line more of a health retreat.
Okay.
And yeah, so today we run a health retreat. Yeah, thanks to the blessings of Jeff.
Is he still alive then?
He passed away, unfortunately, in 1990s sometime.
Okay.
And yeah, but the legacy still continues, yeah.
Well, praise the Lord.
And yeah.
It's a beautiful area.
It is.
Wow.
We're nestled in amongst all this beautiful rainforest.
Yeah.
And being a rainforest, it rains a lot of the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have trails up through the...
We do. We have several walking trails where we encourage our guests to walk, exercise being one of the main healers of our bodies. We need plenty of exercise, so we encourage that as much as possible, as well as close waterfalls nearby. We have 2 waterfalls on our property.
Wow.
We have a beautiful stream running through.
Wow.
Which is the water we get, and we actually drink that water.
Really?
It's beautiful.
You don't have parasites, you know?
We do to...
it is filtered.
It
Oh,
is.
okay.
It goes through a filter. We
You
have
don't
to
drink it straight out of the stream?
You can. You can. But to please the local governing bodies, we have to put it through a couple of filters. First a sediment filter, and then just an ultraviolet filter, and it's beautiful.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Garden of Eden stuff. Yeah. We have very comfortable rooms in our lodge. They're very modern. They all have en-suited rooms, toilet and shower, and they actually adjoin the main living room. So they come out of their room and into the main sort of lounge living room. And it's, as I said before, it's a very homely type environment. And a lot of our guests that come comment on that very issue. This is it's just like home. I feel so welcome.
That's great.
It's beautiful.
That's neat.
Yeah, yeah. And with our staff, we have a great staff. We have a fantastic manager. Adrian Dorman is our manager. And we encourage one another. We have regular worships. And with that, we can connect with one another. And it's so important to have that closeness.
Personal connection.
That's right. And that then can be passed on to our guests when they come.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how many staff do you have on hand then?
We have 7 paid staff, and some of our spouses, and that they volunteer their time as well.
Right. So you got a nice little community going there.
Yes, very much so. Yeah. We're very, very blessed to have a doctor as a resident doctor now.
Very good.
Dr. Paul Wood. He and his family joined us mid last year. And it's a real blessing to have a doctor. It actually gives a little bit of credibility, I believe, to the institution.
Right. Nice. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yes. This here is Dr. Wood actually giving one of our health lectures to some of our guests. We also have the opportunity now of connecting with some of our local Adventist churches and giving them presentations, health lectures, very basic lectures in home remedies, things like that. Yeah, so we attend some of the local
It's like using
churches.
hydrotherapy and things like that?
That sort of thing, yes. Very,
Okay.
very simple sort of methods, but yeah, it's very good.
Very good. I
That's
see
great.
a massage chair over there.
Yes.
Looks
yes.
inviting.
Oh, it is. It is, yes. A lot of our guests come for stress reasons. A lot of people who live in cities are in very well-paid jobs. Their jobs demand a lot of physical time, and they just don't have time to relax. And so, hence, if we can get them to Cedar Vale, that's what we're about. We want to help them relax, to give them an enjoyable time, a healthy time, by the way of our food that we offer. It's a vegan diet that we offer, and it's amazing how many people say to us, "I've eaten meat all my life, once, twice a day, and I don't miss it."
Really?
This is just beautiful food.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do they know that it's vegan when they come to the...
Yes, we're very upfront about who we are and what we're about. We're not ashamed of being Seventh Adventists. People often say, when they ring up to make a booking, they often say, "Are you of any religion?" or "I don't want to be forced into sort of listening to anything that I don't want to listen to."
Right.
And that's not what we're about.
Right.
Look, we ask the Lord to lead, and if the door opens and gives us that opportunity to talk to someone about spiritual things, we do that.
Right.
But we certainly don't push the issue.
Right.
We have morning worship, a reading before we have our morning meal, our breakfast.
But that's
And,
optional.
That's optional.
Right.
Most of our guests do come out and enjoy that. It's usually on a nature topic or something like that, with a spiritual emphasis at the end, how
Sure.
God can use nature and things like that.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very good.
yes. This is our chef, Narelle. He's from the Philippines, has been with us at Cedar Vale for about three and a half years, and he is a great cook. All the guests love Narelle. He does regular cooking demonstrations throughout the time that the guests are there.
Okay.
They have a fairly strict time frame or time management program
Okay.
that they go through. From the time that they arrive, they have an orientation program that we put them through. They settle in, and then basically they're straight into the activities, whether it be an exercise program, cooking programs, health lectures. There's always something on the go.
So there's something that they can do the whole time. And
There is.
learning.
That's right. We also have a gymnasium, a small gymnasium,
Very good.
that they can, in some of the downtime, they can go out and enjoy some of the activities there that we offer.
Very good.
Yeah, yes.
Very good.
This here is part of our facility as well. It's one of our hydrotherapy rooms. We offer several different types of hydrotherapy, ranging from our steam sauna, Russian steam bath we call it, to we have spa baths, which we can do fever baths. People who are suffering from shingles or chicken pox, things like that, are very stressed, has people who have very low immunity systems, things like that. We can give them a fever bath, which basically brings on a fever and boosts our immunity.
I see.
Yeah, not everyone can handle that, because it's basically being immersed in very, very warm water and raising our temperature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gets all the blood vessels, the white blood cells
It does.
going throughout the
It
body.
does. it just gives the immunity a very good boost.
So in this contrast shower, you get hot and cold going at the same time, or you switch back and forth? Or?
Yes. No. What we do is, if we're having, for instance, a steam sauna, we place the person in the sauna for roughly 20 minutes, and bring on a sweat, and continuing to give them liquids and things like that to keep them rehydrated. And after around about 20 minutes, once they've had a really good sweat, we put them in the shower and we hit them with cool water.
I bet that feels good.
And I tell you what, here at Cohutta Springs, there's beautiful cool water. It's coming off snow, and our water feels a little bit like that at times. It's very cold, very cold. So it stimulates the whole body.
Okay.
Gets the blood flowing and all that sort of thing.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
This here is
that's beautiful.
That's
on your property.
This is on our property.
Wow.
It's actually probably 30 or 40 metres high.
Wow.
Yeah.
You jump off it?
No, unfortunately not. No. But our smaller waterfall over here, it runs into a pool, and we actually collect the water there to run our hydro system, and I'll talk a little bit more about that.
This is in the hill behind.
Yes.
So is it a hot environment? I mean, is it hot all the time, or?
It's not. It's a temperate environment. We have pretty cool winters. We get a bit of frost.
Okay, so it gets down in the 30s. It's Fahrenheit, I guess. What?
Fahrenheit is probably 2 degrees
Celsius. Okay.
Yeah.
So like 35.
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it gets up in the summer. It gets up to.
Oh, it can get up to
40s.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably just under 40s.
Just under 40.
Yeah.
So like
very steamy because it's we're about 20. Oh, no, we're probably 40 minutes from the coast.
From the
Arctic
east
coast? The east coast.
East coast. So you still get that kind of the what is it? The ocean kind of moderates your temperature a little bit.
Yes.
But it is pretty hot in the summer.
It is. Yeah. It is. Yeah. Even though we haven't had much of a summer this year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're just coming through our winter, and so you guys are coming through your summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But with our waterfalls, we have our trails going up to these waterfalls that our guests can walk to and enjoy the scenery.
Any wildlife out there?
And relax. Plenty of wildlife. There's abundance of bird life everywhere. We have the famous lyrebird. Lyrebird. Yeah, they're a beautiful bird. They have long, wispy tail feathers. The male's more attractive than the female. But I suppose in the bird kingdom, that's how God created it.
Yeah, right.
We have kangaroos, which is,
That's fun.
We're actually not that far from Kangaroo Valley.
Yes.
I do believe that the kangaroos haven't always been up at Cedar Vale, but yeah, obviously they've...
Overflowing?
They've kind of...
So why is it called Kangaroo Valley? Just because there's a lot down there?
I gather so, yes.
Yes.
Wow. Is that like a national park or something?
We actually border a national park.
Very nice.
One of the largest national parks in Australia. We border. So we can't be built out, which is another beautiful thing of Cedar Vale.
Right.
Yeah, God just had a plan for Cedar Vale many, many years ago.
Wow.
And I believe that He has these institutions for a reason.
Right.
And that's for the last times to tell people about health, but first and foremost about Christ.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's beautiful. What kind of tree is that blue
Okay,
tree?
that's a jacaranda tree.
Really?
Cool. And a beautiful tree that flowers in the springtime in Australia. And in the foreground here we have kiwi vines, kiwi fruit.
So that's a cultivated fruit, though.
That's a cultivated fruit. We have probably, maybe 200 vines.
Nice.
Something like that. So
do they come out sweet?
They're beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Kiwis here in America always have a sour edge to them.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll have to come to Australia and experience a Cedar Vale
Okay,
kiwi
sign
fruit.
me up. I'm there.
Yeah. But it's a wonderful thing, part of our orchard.
Great.
Yes.
There we
These
go.
are the kangaroos that I was talking about, and in amongst other wildlife, we have wombats.
What's a wombat?
A wombat
Like
is
a fruit bat?
no, it's nothing to do with flying.
Okay.
It's a stubby little animal, about this long, and yeah, he looks like a little boar, I suppose, a little
really?
hog.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So it's like, is it like a swine family type of thing?
No, it's
Friendlier?
Oh,
yeah, much friendlier. Yeah,
Really?
we can get right up to them.
Really? How about
Yeah,
these guys?
probably
Are
a
they
miniature
friendly?
bear, similar
Really?
to a miniature black bear.
They're not aggressive. They don't eat your
No.
young kids for
No,
lunch. Or
no, they do a little bit of destruction with the gardens and that. They're built like a little bulldozer, and they just keep pushing. And they
knock
push
your trees over.
Yeah, things like that. Yeah. Yes.
So are these guys friendly?
Kangaroos are very, very friendly.
Really?
Yeah,
They don't
most-
come up and punch your nose. I saw that in the movies.
Yeah, no. Not, ours don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Currently we
cool.
have little joeys, and
Really?
they're about this high, and the mother throws them out of the pouch. Being a marsupial, they have a pouch. The mother throws them out
And they're
after
on their
about
own.
8 months,
Uh-huh.
and they're on their own. They follow their mother around, but the mother then actually produces another baby. They're an amazing animal, the kangaroo. They can actually delay a pregnancy.
Really?
Yeah, they can have an egg incubated and sitting there for up to 2 or 3 years, and
Wow.
then when the seasons come good,
Then they can just initiate it.
they initiate it.
That's
and,
amazing.
It is. It's another way that God has.
Showed us that it's not just chance.
That's right.
There's no way.
That's right. Yes. We also have on the property at Cedar Vale a youth centre, and this is used largely by youth groups, by our pathfinders, local church pathfinder groups. We had an annual convention just recently here, held by Jim and Neva Brackett from Washington State,
Oh, okay.
here in America.
Uh-huh.
And that was a real blessing, talking on health and, yeah, the way
Very
in which
good.
we can benefit from it.
Very nice.
Yes. Just recently this year, we've started a new traineeship program. We currently have 2 young ladies doing that program, and we want to be able to equip them to be able to run other health retreats
Nice.
anywhere in the world.
Right.
So we within that program, we teach them massage, hydrotherapy with our doctor, Dr. Paul. He teaches them very basic medical techniques and terminologies, things like that. We would like them to later on in the traineeship be able to take some of our health talks for the guests.
Very nice.
Things like that. And our ultimate goal by doing this is to be able to train young people to go forth and teach other people about health.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very good.
yes. And this is,
Is your information of how we can get in touch with you?
that's exactly right. That was another thing. We've just recently had our website upgraded,
Very good.
renewed,
Uh-huh.
so that people, when they go online, they punch in a health retreat or something like that, we come up basically first page,
Very good.
which is a blessing.
Wow. So
Yeah.
cedarvaleretreat.com.au.
Correct.
Yes.
That's for Australia.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And you're in New South Wales. How long is a normal program? 6 days? 10 days?
Look, we have several packages.
Okay.
Depending on people's ailments or people's problems, we have a stress buster, which is 5 days. If people are trying to give up substances such as coffee, tobacco, drugs, alcohol, we like to encourage them to come to a 12-day program
Right.
to try and detox initially and try and get their body back into a normal rhythm, a normal pattern,
Right. Right.
and a non-dependent
right.
time on those things.
So this would be like, what's the cost of your 5-day program?
Yeah, look, I would have to hand that over to the financial department,
Okay.
just as a rough guide.
Yeah, it's a ballpark figure. $20,000?
Oh no, nothing like that.
5,000?
Yeah.
$2,000 or $3,000.
Probably about $2,000 to $3,000.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, depending on the stay, and that includes all meals, all accommodation, consultation with our doctor, blood tests, everything. Everything is included in our packages.
So you could probably fly there, go through your program for
Yes.
about the cost it would be to go through one of the programs here in the States.
Possibly.
Right.
Yeah, plus it'd be a great place to get over jet lag.
Okay. Okay.
If you're going to go on a
Yeah.
vacation and just go there for jet lag issues.
Yes.
Well, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yes.
So we'll have to put this up on a website, or and let people know about this here in America, that this
Great.
is a possibility. It's within possibilities of,
Sure.
of doing it. Plus, we get
Yes.
get the extra travel benefits and the
That's
exotic,
right. That's right.
exotic wildlife and stuff like
That's
that.
right.
The
And,
location is
and
beautiful.
we do actually pick people up from the airport, the local
Okay.
Sydney airport. So if you
Okay.
fly straight in from America, UK, wherever, you would land in Sydney, and we're only an hour and a half away. And we do quite often go to the airport and pick guests
Great.
up.
So all you got to do is figure out how to get on the plane.
That's right.
Everything else is automatic pilot.
It's all
Absolutely.
taken care of. And look,
Great.
yeah, our guests are what we're there for. Yeah, it's a ministry. We love doing it, and God is blessing Cedar Vale at the moment very
Praise the
much.
Lord. Praise
And
the Lord.
it's all about sharing His word and His health message with people.
Praise the Lord. So then, you must have some testimonies or stories of people that have been changed. Can you tell us one or two of these?
Certainly.
Okay.
One that comes to mind is about a young lady who attended Cedar Vale, and initially on her initial phone contact with our manager, she said to him, "I'm an atheist, and I don't want to be subject to any religion in any way." And our manager proceeded to tell her, "Well, we are of a faith, and we don't hide that. But maybe this wouldn't be the best place for you to come." And he's not normally in the habit of telling people not to come to our retreat.
Yeah.
But look, out of that, she said, "No, look, well, I'll come." So she came, and she was a very, very intelligent, very educated lady. She was a lawyer, had travelled the world extensively, and over time, about 3 or 4 days, it took for the staff to just
break down the barriers.
break down that sort of
She was
initial
distrustful
barrier.
of the.
That's
Yes,
right, yeah.
very much so.
Afraid that they were going to ram religion down her throat.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, but look, with our kind and compassionate ways, just sort of talking and that, she started to open up. And one day, our manager Adrian and her went for a walk up one of our trails to the waterfall. And
It's not this couple though.
no, it wasn't this couple here. They attended some other time.
Okay.
And they were sitting by the waterfall up there, and it's just so peaceful. It's beautiful. And she looked at Adrian and she said, "This is a beautiful place. You could become very close to God here, couldn't you?" And our manager, Adrian, didn't really know what to say. So he felt impressed not to say anything. So he didn't say anything. And a couple of days later, he was had to go into town to buy some supplies and that. And this young lady said, "Oh, I'd like to go in with you. Can I come in?" So they went to town, and on the way home, she instigated another question, and hence they were talking about religious issues and things like that, and the Bible
Really?
and that. And this is coming from a young atheistic lady.
Yes.
And they arrived back at our lodge and sat in the car for about an hour. And this young lady kept talking about different things, and Adrian said to her, "The other day when we were up at the waterfall, did you say about being close to God for us or for my benefit only? And she said, I said it for your benefit only. I can understand how you would be close to your God up here.
Right, right.
And within that conversation, she said, I would love to have what you have.
Wow.
The peace within you. I can see the staff have peace.
Wow.
They have a purpose in their life.
Right.
And here is a lady that is very well educated,
Yeah.
a lawyer,
Seen everything.
seen everything, done a lot of things in her life, and yet she didn't have that inner peace
Right.
that Jesus Christ can offer.
Yeah.
And with that, we were able to share, all of us as staff, were able to share from that moment on spiritual things with her.
Wow.
We ended up giving her a book, some books to take away. Great Controversy was one of those books.
Wow.
She promised us that she would read that book faithfully.
Fantastic.
And we've kept in contact with her.
Mm.
And we don't have many baptisms
Right.
from Cedar Vale, but we've had some.
And you plant how many seeds?
That's
Oh,
right.
that's
We've
right.
planted
Yeah, countless.
countless
Yeah.
seeds.
Absolutely.
But we are praying for this young lady, and
Praise the
maybe one day
Yeah,
she may be baptised and be found in God's kingdom.
I believe so.
Yes,
That's awesome.
yes.
Yeah, I think the thing was too, we had special prayer for this lady because we knew that there was something there that we could, you know, it was a real challenge to us because we knew that this lady's an atheist,
Right.
has no
Interest.
interest to want to get to know God, and yet just the power of God. It was just a really, for me personally, it was a really wonderful thing to have.
Yeah, very encouraging.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But sometimes I think people are atheists and against God because of the religion that they see, which is
I
kind of
think so.
a little bit violent, you know, pushing these concepts onto people.
Yes.
And when they see God, how gentle He is.
Yes.
And nature is, I mean, it blows me away when I go into nature and just the gentleness of nature. And this is the Spirit of God. This is what God created. This is
That's
His
right.
heart.
That's right.
And, you know, it takes infinite power, I think, just a tree. You know, it's got all these systems, just all this hundreds of pounds of pressure pulling the water up to the leaves and all these systems happening, but it's at total peace.
Yeah.
It's like only infinite power can do that. And when people see that and sense that, feel that, it just opens up there. Even King David said, you know, thy gentleness has made me great.
Yes.
You know, and so
Yes.
that's a beautiful thing that you can bring people into that environment and
Yeah.
opens hearts.
Yes, it does.
That's
It
awesome.
does. Yeah. Very good. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here with us and giving us some of your time and an insight into what God's doing there in
Thank you.
Australia. I'm really excited about that. And for you, if you guys are interested in or know somebody that needs stress relief or substance dependency, overcoming smoking, alcohol, any of those kinds of things, this is a really awesome opportunity. I found that when I get out of my culture and go into a different place, then it gives me a chance to look back at my life where I can make some changes and stuff. So going to Australia, getting into one of these programs like this might be a huge, and plus if you're interested in learning how you can do this in your area, maybe you can get into some training to learn how can I do this kind of ministry to reach the upper class, the middle class, the working class that you wouldn't normally have access to. It's a fantastic and very well supported in the Spirit of Prophecy for this kind of ministry. So I encourage you to get in touch with cedarvaleretreat.com.au. Go there and get all the information for contacting them and see if you can get involved with this wonderful ministry. Thank you for joining us for this show, and until next time, God bless.